Okay, a few quick notes for myself that I noticed. I should watch the pitching of my voices when I try to inclinate them, because I heard them mix in a few times. That's one thing. And I did stutter and repeat things, and that's fine, because this is just practice. That's fine. So, I just need to make sure I completely separate the two, because they're completely different characters. And I also should make sure I know what I'm reading, not read too fast, and I need to practice Suri's line faster, maybe be a little slower with Selena, make sure I have that low pitch. So with that, let's try again and see if I can do better. A short time later, Selena ventured into her bedroom with Suri, closed the door, and took a somewhat nervous seat over her own bed. The Crimean seated herself in a simple wooden chair across from the bed, where she would stare into Selena's soul for well over a minute without a second. Between her legs was the sack she carried along, and of course, her static smile, somewhat unusual to Selena, even by Suri's silly standards. In any case, Suri practically haunted Selena with her gaze and smile while she, in turn, stared back with a blank expression. Both shared an awkward silence for what felt like forever, only the sound of a ticking grandfather clock and the murmured voices of Napoleon, Josephine, and me outside these walls. Finally, the freak broke the silence. "What's in the sack?" "Well," Suri stretched it open. "I gave you a very hard time the last I was in France. I lied about my return to Rome more times than one, and I've come to regret that." Selena, with a sympathetic look, shook and assured her. "Oh, well, think nothing of it. You lied, but your heart was in the right place when doing so." No, I fear I pent your trust during those days, so I have put considerable effort into proving that this time I return to Rome." She stood and approached Selena with the sack. "The Pope gave me permission to take whatever I need for my new assignment. So I gathered some things from the Vatican to give you as gifts." To this, the Frank grunted and gawked. "Oh, no, you shouldn't. This is no good. His Holiness gave you permission to borrow things for your assignment, not for my enjoyment. I feel guilty Shh! No, that's another thing. I feel guilty for Shh! Suri dug into the sack. "Relax! I only took some minor things. Just some small gifts from Rome. They won't even notice. After squirming a bit, Selena reluctantly nodded. Well, all right. What did you bring me?" The Crimean pulled out a well-wrapped dessert, one that scent and sugary appearance left Selena instantly changing face for the better. "My God, that smells Is that a croissant? My God, that smells Is that a croissant?" "A variation of," Suri affirmed. "It is a Roman cornetto." Hi, doggy. Okay. Sorry, I was distracted. "A variation of," Suri affirmed. "It is a Roman cornetto from the Pope's holy kitchen." Selena took the cornetto into hands and warmed a big smile. "Oh, well, that's harmless and delicious looking. Thank you for..." Suri dug into the sack again. Oh, well, that's harmless and delicious looking. They could be Suri taken to the sack again. Now bring it up a patterned cloth. Also, here's a lamp textile from the Pope's office. The Frank took this as well, still smiling, but back to looking anxious. Oh, I like it, but I don't feel the Pope would appreciate you gifting me one of his very well stated. Here's a gifting me one of his very well stated. Here's a gold incense burner right from Saint Basilica's church. What? Oh! Selena held onto the rich gold artifact with an almost crazed beam. Okay. Now I know for certain the Pope would not condone gifts. I bought you this, Papa. I brought you. Okay. Now I know for certain the Pope would not condone gifting. I brought you this, Papa, acolyte robe as well. I need to know if he still hasn't known Suri. Selena dropped a jaw as the Crimean calmly draped a long white robe. I don't know if it's your size, but why would I need a? I know for certain there's no way the Pope would condone. Selena was silenced as the acolyte robe fell over her face. I know you like flags, so I took the liberty of borrowing the national flag of the Papal States from Saint Basilica. The acolyte robe fell off Selena's person, revealing a trembling woman with massive eyes as she stared upon a spread papal flag. You took the national flag of the Papal States! Sorry, the Pope... Sure, the Pope said I could take anything, and we have more flags to spare. Suri dropped the flag into Selena's arms, and the Frank, in an immense panic, jungled the fabric around, desperately trying to keep any of it from touching the dirty floor. Sorry! This is God's flag! I have no business. Here's the Pope's underwear. I thought you'd... Selena jumped up with hands onto her head. What? I'm joking. It's not the Pope's underwear. Selena sat back down, then took a deep breath of relief. It's the former Pope's underwear. We still have his stuff. Oh my God, sorry! There is no reason I, of all people, should be in possession of the Holy Father's Oh, and lastly, I sent you these mittens for winter. Selena was handed some very soft mittens, the left one featuring a smiling Selena, and the right one of Suri. When you put them together, the mittens spell Amiche, friends. Selena dropped her eyelids and smiled at the mittens. These are lovely. I simply adore how I'm presented here. These are lovely. I simply adore how I'm presented here. But then Selena shook her head and looked up with scared eyes. Suri, these gifts are far too unreasonable. The Crimean frowned. You don't like them? Selena looked over at the gold incense burner, the fallen acolyte robe, the national flag, then back at the mittens, and took an immense sigh. Are you sure the Pope will not miss any of these things? Do you promise me my entrance to heaven remains unaffected by accepting these gifts? Suri kicked a foot back and forth, shrugged, and replied, His holy deputy on earth told me in his own words that I could take anything. For some reason I can't reach that pitch anymore. His holy, His holy, His holy, His holy. His holy deputy on earth told me in his own words that I could take anything. We are God's special virgins and God's special virgin agents in this world. Maybe even here in Christ's absence. Who other than Selena Osiris is more deserving of such holy relics? Who, Selena? Who more than you? Again sighing, Selena carefully kept the flag from touching the ground, stood up with it, and said, "Very well. I appreciate the gifts." "Yay!" Suri answered, clapping. Already, Selena threw a clock off the wall to make space, then brought the Papal States flag up to it. "There is a box of nails by my dresser. Can you assist?" Full of pride in her walk, Suri went and grabbed the nails, the hammer sitting on the next shelf, and answered, "I think I can do that." I'm pretty sure I failed again. Oh well. That's a good video.